So I know that you like making informed purchases, so I'm just making this quick video to show you the safety features of the car again. That way you can watch the video and remember them. You can show it to your friends and they can see if they see any value in the safety features of the car. So I'll just go over them really quick. So the first thing is the camera up there. So that camera is going to watch the lines on the road, and it'll beep at you if you drift out of the lane. And if you turn on ProPilot Assist, it'll apply brakes to one side to bring you back to center. There's a sonar in the Nissan logo that aims at the floor, and that shoots 2 car lengths ahead of you. So that way if there's like a big van in front of you and the car in front of them slams on their brakes, it'll still stop you. The sonar works with the camera for pedestrian detection. So if you're going 25 miles per hour or under and someone runs in front of your car, it slams on the brakes. If you're going 30 or over, you'll probably tap them a bit, but they'll be okay. So those are some of the ones in the front of the car. And it also has that collision detection. So if you're approaching a stationary object too fast, it's going to try to slow you down to prevent an accident. And over here, we put wheel locks in all the tires so no one takes those, because that has been a rampant crime lately. You get the Autobahn sealant. That's a ceramic protectant over the paint, giving it a 5-year unlimited mile warranty. You have the LED turn signals on the front of the car, so even the people in those golf carts and things can see when you're turning. And walking around to the side, well, the back. So there are actually radars in here, and they're pointed back. And that's going to be your blind spot detection. So when you open the car, this little area here, this will actually light up orange when there's a car in your blind spot. And if you turn your turn signal on, there's a car in the blind spot, it'll blink and it'll beep at you so you don't go in the wrong lane. So that's your blind spot detection. And you also get these sensors here, so that gives you automatic emergency braking if you're approaching a stationary object from behind and need to stop. And there's also, because of those radars, rear cross traffic detection, and that means if you're backing up out of, say, a Publix and another car is going to hit the butt of your car while you're backing out, it'll slam on the brakes so you don't get hit. And that sees about 5 car lengths either side of you, so about 5 parking spots either side. So those are some of the safety features, and just showing you the trunk. And I know it's kind of silly, but remember how much I love this. So this is your divide and hide storage system. I use this, let me get it in right. So I use this to put all of my stuff like milk and juice up here, so there's a shield protecting my bread, chips, and eggs, stuff like that down there. No one shows that off except for me, because I own one of these and I use it every day, and I know how valuable it is to me, at least. To put the seats down, you just press that button. They do fold flat, but from you sitting there, it's we have the seat back a bit, but you can see plenty of trunk space with the seats folded down. And I know that you said that you let me move this. Whoop. I'll go in and get that the other way. I know you said you did was it a farmer's market that you did crafts for? So this would do a really good job of keeping those safe for you. And let's go into the back really quick. So the door opens almost 90 degrees, which makes it really easy for adults to hop in the back seat. And there's the air conditioning vents in the back. Not a lot of cars have those except for larger SUVs, so I like to show those off. And now let's get in the most important part of the car, the driver's seat. So before I hop in, just want you to remember the key has remote start, so you can turn the car on in the summer to get the AC going so you're not hot. And the doors open by pressing this button that locks and unlocks them. You have power seats, and this not only makes the seat go up, or down, also forward or back. The lumbar, I'm not sure what this one does. Oh, look at that. I don't know if you can see it in the video, but I can see it in person, but that's this lumbar support actually moving. And here's the modes I showed you over here. The most important button is this one, the Pro Pilot button. Has a heated steering wheel, sport mode, eco mode. This is good for saving gas in long drives. This is good for passing slow drivers. But when this is on, every safety feature is activated. So I always drive with this on, and I believe that you should, and anyone that owns one of these should. It makes it really, really hard to make any mistakes unless you're doing them on purpose. So hopping in, just showing you the push to start button. And I definitely don't want you to forget about the Apple CarPlay that this has. You just have to plug in your charger there like I demonstrated for you on the test drive. You have dual zone climate control. The seats are heated. I know that we live in Florida, but I use that for lower back pain on long drives, and it helps quite a bit. There's an extra charger in here and a pretty big center console. Your cruise control controls are there. Controls, that's funny. And these are the controls for volume, music, and this HUD up there. So most people usually like it set the average speed, but you can also show your trip, the fuel economy, including the average, the music you're playing. That shows the safety features. So when they're turned on, this will light up green if you're using your cruise control. I believe it's green. And these will light up orange if you're out of the lane. Shows you the tire pressure, but you have to be driving. And that's a chassis control. That shows if you're at a weird angle and the car's rocking, like if you're going up mountains or something. Any warnings or anything wrong with the car would pop up there, but nothing will be wrong with this. It's a Nissan with 9,445 miles. There's all your driver assistance settings. That's where you can turn on or off some of those driving aids. And other than that, that's about all I can think of. So this video ended up being quite a bit longer than I intended it to be, but I wanted to be thorough so that you could make the most informed decision possible. I hope that you don't just watch this. I hope you show it to your friends and family so they can see the car and help you make the correct decision. And I thank you once again for coming to this dealership and working with me. It was a pleasure to meet you, and I hope when you make your decision, I'll hear from you soon. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you later.